Hey, everybody. Welcome to something we haven't done in a very long time, and that's a watch party. We've got the filmmaker, Owen Squire Smith, we're going to go over his web series, Late Bloomer. He has his brother, Sawyer, who is the DP. And look, I think this is a great time to just kind of chat, talk about the movie, get some insights into pulling a web series together. And so we're actually gonna, unlike the other watch parties, we're actually gonna play the series on screen here, so you can join us with that. But let's first, let's see, just a couple things. One is we got the shop.filmthreat.com for your merch. Great way to support us. And follow us on everything. Here, let's just get going here. Welcome. Hey, Owen. Hi, Sawyer. How you doing?
Hey, Alan, good to see you.
So let's talk about your series a little bit, and then we'll get into it and talk about a lot more. But what briefly explain what we're in for in terms of Late Bloomer, and what was kind of some of the inspiration to that? Yeah, what was the initial inspiration that got you to make this?
Yeah, I mean, the initial inspiration was that I was a huge fan of Billy Elliot growing up, but I was too old to play Elliot, Billy. And so I thought I was like, what if I told the story of Billy Elliot, but he's too old? And that's kind of where it started. And I was a huge fan of Good Will Hunting. And I thought, oh, what if I kind of like mash those together? So that's actually how I pitched it. It's Good Will Hunting meets Billy Elliot meets a little bit of American in Paris ballet with some Tim Burton animation.
And you two, I mean, sir, what was your role in at least in the initial stages of the film or the series?
Yeah, it was just, I mean, obviously you wrote it, and just when you read me the script and all of that, it was just great to bounce off with some ideas and for, I don't know, checking out.
Yeah. Well, I asked you to be the art director. So he's the art director in it. And Sawyer had done some hand-drawn animations for just like himself, like with his own little videos. And that actually inspired me of like, oh, what if we did that with more live action and dancing? And we talked, we drew some pictures, we had some art references, and we work really well together. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure the price was right too. So
yeah. I did pay him, not enough, but I did pay him.
Yeah. What were some of the challenges you faced getting it started, getting it greenlit? Because I assume all self-funded. So
yeah, the hardest part was we just kept getting no's. Because we had to rent out a gymnastics place, and for 2 years I was in talks with them, and they were okay with us filming. And then when we were about to film, the owner of the building, who had nothing to do with the gymnastics, was like, "Oh, we're not interested." And I was like, "Well, I'm actually not paying you guys to be interested. I'm paying for the space." And they were like, "We're not interested." And so I had to go to another place. And then that place was like, "Well, why aren't you filming it there?" And we're like, "Oh, they weren't interested." And then they're like, "Well, why aren't they interested?" And I'm like, so we just kept getting passed off. And then our lead actress, who had written the character of Mama Z for, we'd been in talks for years that I'd written this part for her. She had a family emergency and had to quit first day of rehearsal.
Oh, man.
Or first day of filming. Because we filmed the first scene, and then I had to drive down to Kalamazoo, and I had a dear friend, Altamise, who ended up playing Mama Z, and I said, "What are you doing?" And she's like, "I'm free for lunch." And I'm like, "I'm taking you out to lunch." I gave her the script, and she was interested, and she does a beautiful job in it. She's at the heart of the film, so it worked out.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Just note for Lori. Yeah, go ahead and like star things, and then we can go to chat once in a while. But let's just get into it, and we'll talk about the film. But just so in case you want to watch this without our commentary, I guess where it's on your channel. What is your channel on YouTube?
Yeah, it's just my name, Owen Squire Smith, on YouTube.
All right, very good. All right, let's pull up
Yeah.
the. Oops, of course, I hit the wrong button. All right, let's pull up the first episode, and we'll get with it, and we'll talk about it. All right.
This will be so weird for us to watch it
It's
because
been a
we have
while.
it's been a bit
Yeah.
since we watched it.
Yes, there you are.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah, so this is one take. We just had 2 cameras and we don't yeah, it's not 2 takes. And that's all Tamis.
Mhm. Now, how deeply personal is this?
So it's not a true story, but it is a very personal story. I was actually just talking with someone about this yesterday. They were asking about it. And I've gone to therapy and healed through all this, but yeah, there was something that happened to me when I was about 6, like when I was in kindergarten, that had a huge effect on my life, especially later on. And I was trying to figure out, I wanted to tell a story of healing. And I thought somebody trying to do dance and gymnastics, I thought that was a very challenging process, and also challenging for me as the actor to learn those skills. And I just thought it would be very rewarding and also just full of grace and healing, even for the person who hurt the individual too. Grace is a wonderful thing.
Yeah. And I think also it's, you're not quite at the age of the midlife crisis, but you're at the early
Quarter
life
life.
crisis.
Yeah.
The quarter life crisis where
Could be
it's,
quarter life,
what
yeah.
am I going to be
Yeah.
now that I'm adult?
And I have such a special place in my heart for coming of age stories, whether like middle school, high school. And I was getting to the age where I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to be in a coming of age project. And so I thought, well, what if I write one for myself? And the tagline for it on our poster is coming of age is a lifelong journey, ... And so is healing, which I liked that a lot.
Yeah.
And the character of Mama Z, she's actually based on 4 people in my real life. And one of them's actually named Mama Z. She was my neighbor in grad school. And then another one is a gymnastics person that I had met when I was probably elementary, middle school. And 2 other people that are wonderful in my life. Oh gosh, this is hard to watch. This is really painful.
Like I've been in like acting classes and auditions where they make you do stuff like this. And I've always felt out of my skin when this happens.
Yeah,
we're just gonna move.
Well, it was nervous during the editing process because we didn't have an audience to watch the dailies with us, and Sawyer and I would watch this, and Sawyer's laughing, he's loving, he's like, I think it's gonna work, and I'm so uncomfortable, and Sawyer was like, just trust it. And we were so grateful when we had it in the theater, and we were like, if this scene does not work, this is gonna be a really long night. And they were laughing, and it was just the weight lifted off. So Sawyer was right. Appreciated.
It was the right amount of uncomfortableness.
Yeah, because I think we've all been there, on the dance floor.
Yeah, and so where this studio is, this is actually a dance studio where Sawyer and I grew up dancing, and our siblings, and they were very kind to let us film in there. So that was very kind and helpful.
They're laughing here. So
this always got me. Very good. But she just booked Hairspray, so she's gonna be in Hairspray at a theater. So
very cool.
And so Sawyer also did all the drone footage, and you had some fantastic drone footage. We actually had too much good drone footage.
We had a lot of
and
good
I was bummed we had to, because it was just, we didn't need all of it. This was the last take we did, and
where is this? Is this Michigan or?
Yeah, this is Michigan. This is actually the building we're in right now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the office space both Sawyer and I have done some like PEA work for them. You've been an editor with them.
Yeah.
And so they were very kind to let us use the space. So yeah, those scenes are filmed over there.
Yeah.
So you have your family background is in dance, or?
Yeah, so my grandmother put all of her 6 kids into ballet, and then my mother put all her 5 kids in ballet. And so most of my siblings stuck with it. I left when I was 6, and then I didn't come back into it till I was in high school. And then ended up doing it full time by the time I was a senior. But that definitely fed into always feeling behind or trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my dear friend Maya. So she does a lot of modeling and commercial work, and oh my goodness, she made everybody laugh on set. There was some really good takes that I ruined.
Great outtakes.
She has a lot of good energy. That's what you're looking for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And the girl playing Audrey is Holly. She and I met at the Barn Theater doing Rocky Horror, and I did not enjoy doing it. I was under contract for like 5 months, but she was very sweet.
Again, were you in your underwear in that show?
Yes, I was in tighty whities, and it was so uncomfortable. And then what was really weird is the girl playing Janet, she actually got sick, so she's in her underwear throwing up off stage while I'm holding her hair in my tighty whities, and it was just like, this is not okay.
The weather really in this shot was very cooperative with us.
Oh, well, that's the second time, I think, because we filmed it, and then when we filmed another time, the weather was better, so that we were like, let's shoot it again.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. And if you look at the helmet, you can see that there's like tape around it, cutting off all the copyright stuff. It's and the backpack's folded over so you don't see the
Don't ruin the movie magic.
Jam Sport on the back.
And so this woman, her name is Rowan. She is with the Grand Rapids Ballet, and this is Maya is a fantastic tapper. So, funny story. I have food poisoning in this scene. I think we only filmed it 4 times because in between I was lying on my side. It was one of the most painful. I do not wish that on anyone.
I'll confess, I've always wanted to learn to tap. And
hey, it's not too late,
never
man.
too late.
It's not too late.
Well, my ankles will probably say differently.
Yeah. Maya is such a good tap dancer. She really helped me, just with some technique stuff. So I was super grateful for her with that. And Sawyer did all the, what is it, like monochrome with the color and stuff. So it just it really
isolating the outfit colors and all that. That was a fun challenge to get smooth.
Not the Taco. You didn't go to Taco Bell, did you?
No. It was I was on a film set in northern Michigan. I was shooting a horror film, and they had food. It was a chicken salad that had been sitting out all day, and I hadn't eaten. And it was like room temp when I ate it. But I was like, I need to have protein. And then on my way back, So all of Holly's stuff, we shot all of her stuff in 2 days, but it was mostly just 1 day. And then the rest was like 40 minutes when I walk her home in episode 3, I think. But we shot all of her office stuff, and then we had to run over to get the sunset.
Oh, you had to catch the golden hour.
Right? Oh yeah, we did. That was
we have comments here. Davina Duckworth, you have to get over the self-conscious stage in art. I mean, is that why they do that? Is that pretty much, to be able to, when you're forced to kind of be out there and be you, is just to get over the idea that you're doing something stupid.
I mean, Alan, you probably know this with like improv, where sometimes you just gotta, even if you're afraid, you just gotta jump anyway. And it's yes and even if it's uncomfortable, you don't do anyone any favors by bailing.
I mean, that was something I had to learn quickly.
Mhm.
It's just to accept what's going on and go with it. And as you say, you can't leave people hanging.
Yeah. This scene was always funny. Sawyer would always say, like, it looks like she just beat you up. but it was me trying to do a flip. And I'm like, oh, I hope people don't think that. So, yeah. So this is actually based on a true story where, because I'm like, will you spot me? And she's like, do you know how tall you are? And so when I was trying to learn these gymnastics moves for the project, nobody at the gymnastics place could spot me. They're like, you're too big. Like, we can't spot you because everyone who's doing these moves are very short. And they're like, you're too big. We can't. So it was mostly me flinging myself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. So
now, are you kind of an anomaly in the dance world? Are you abnormally tall compared to everyone else? Or
no, I don't think I'm too crazy tall. I'm 6'3" without shoes. So it really just kind of depends who you're partnered up with and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like West Side Story, it was great, especially on that. Because I just done West Side Story. I'm sorry, I know the chat didn't know that. So I just done that a couple months ago, and it was great on the big stage, and we were a variety of heights. But the West Side Story I did before, it was like everyone, girl and guy, was 5'9", and then there was just me, and it was like I'm 17, and it was just,
yeah.
But it still was good. It was a fun time. It just.
But I mean, I had to think. Are you? I mean, does that limit the roles you can take or do?
Yeah. I mean, it has come into play when it comes to pairings for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so in this, I think I said he's like 6'5", but I'm not actually that tall. I am playing taller in this because I thought it was like more awkward and weird if he's taller than that. And also the people I'm paired with, like Rowan and Holly, they're shorter, so I'm like, well, I'll have me be taller and then they're taller as well, kind of feeling.
Now Davina's going crazy here. Jazz hands, Alan. Or the
This scene I was actually really proud of. When I was writing the music for it, I had to strip so much of the music. When Sawyer and I were going back, we had to rely a lot on sound effects and stuff. And so I really liked how this turned out, and it ended up being scarier than we initially thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this is the first time so Sawyer did that. Did that all by hand.
Damn.
Yep. So and then it gets crazier in episode 4.
I mean, is that you animating frame by frame, or is it just
yeah,
on
it
twos,
was
right?
Or
that one.
Some of certain parts were on twos, but to match up with the video. Also, side note, I loved the sound effects you did.
Yeah.
For the breaking and.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, so I was doing things by twos, but then because the video was in 24 and it's attached to people, I just had to say screw it and do it 20 by 24 frames by hand.
By the way, that was episode 1, where we've got 4 more to go. So
episode 1,
hang with us.
And also the woman in red, that's also a callback to the play, or I don't know if it's a novel as well, called The Woman in Black. I was in that play where this woman just kind of appears, but only certain people can see her. So I was like, oh, we'll have the woman in red. And in the script, she was white. But then I was like, well, in the Dream Ballet later on, when it's black and white, I feel if she's in red, it'll really pop. So we changed it to the woman in red, or it was going to be her or something. Man, this one's kind of hard for me to watch, but it is one of my favorite moments because I feel like it is very precious and it gives you a window to it being a personal story.
Yeah.
But
is it because of the emotionality of the scene, or the?
Yeah, well, I think also just as a writer and a storyteller, you feel responsible for other people that have been assaulted or hurt as children, and so you feel a responsibility to make sure you get it right.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of daunting, but this was, I want to say like, oh, this was a closed set. This was only Sawyer and our sound guy Mark was there, and we blocked off 2 hours to like, and that was the only thing we were filming today. But we got it in 45 minutes because we did the first 2 takes, which I actually liked. Yeah. But the eye line was wrong, and we couldn't use it. And so then I was like, all right, so let's do the third one. And then I made a completely different choice on the third one and didn't like it. And I was like, all right, let's just take a minute, which was me just like getting a drink of water. Let me just think. Let's just take a deep breath. And then we did it on the 4th. And I said, once we get it, I don't like, if it's good, I don't want to keep doing it. And so, and then this was the 4th take, and watched it, and I was like, all right, I think we're good. I think we got it. Originally, when I had written the series to be 2 seasons. So it was like going to be like 5 episodes each, and they were each going to be like 20 minutes. We cut a lot of characters and a lot of other side B, C stories. But the monologue was always in there, and it was supposed to be an entire like 20-minute episode, 1 take. And but then when we cut the characters, I really cut it down. So I was like, all right, it's a 2-minute monologue. And I remember Mark, after the first take, I was like, all right. And he's like, yeah, it's a good 6-minute monologue. I was like, it's 6 minutes? Because it didn't feel like 6 minutes. But I was really proud of this. And, you know, so I was grateful for this, because there's certain characters or roles you want to perform as an artist or an actor. And if you're not booking them, or if there's not those stories being told, I just really wanted to write that part for me. And this was one of those scenes. So, and I was grateful because I trust Sawyer. He's one of the few people I trust to film me on stuff. So and he's also my brother too. So that also, like, having that safety is nice. And Mark, we've worked together. So it was just a nice kind of closed set to, so I really appreciated that. Yeah.
I mean, is it, I would imagine, hard to direct yourself in a scene like this because of the prep that you have to do?
Yeah, because someone during when we had the talk back with the theater, someone was asking like, oh, would you act and direct again? I said, yeah, maybe, but I really wanted to hire a director for this scene so I could just be the actor.
Right. Not have to worry about anything else.
Yeah. So if that happens again, I'll consider that. But we were on a budget, and you know, like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Now, do you have a trick for getting a tear? That's the other question.
Yeah. I mean, I went to acting school, and I'm grateful for the training. Everyone's different. I know you had some tricks. I remember you saying something about yawning.
Oh yeah, I would force myself to yawn, but like try to hide it so I'd get a little bit of a lip quiver in there, and that's how I would do it. Not the greatest if you're trying to talk. So.
Yeah. I know. I was watching Thoroughbreds again the other day. There's a whole scene on crying in there.
Yeah. To be honest though, it's really not about the crying. It's about not wanting to cry and telling the truth.
Yeah.
So if you have the thought of the given circumstances, and because telling the truth is sometimes the hardest thing you can do and the scariest thing you can do. So and the actor has to be willing to face that. So yeah, I think it was, you have to strip it down and just kind of tell the truth, and that's tough.
All right. Oh, we have a question from S5NI. Okay. How often do you do the watch parties? You know, we used to do watch parties every week during the pandemic, during lockdown. And I think this is the second one we've done since then. And we're talking, 5 years ago? But you can actually go into this channel and look at some of our old watch parties. We had some pretty good ones. We did Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Velocipaster. That was one of our early ones. That was I felt like that was a great one. But you had to watch the movie on a separate screen versus what we're doing here. And I think, honestly, this is the more preferred way because, I think it helps to be able to watch the film while doing the watch party.
Mhm.
I was also in that scene. I was very proud of the color correction Sawyer did to really set the tone in that. And we took some inspiration from the bear when he has that monologue in the first season. And it's just one take, and I was like, yeah, it is like, let's just do it in one take. And I think that I think that's, if you can tell a story without cutting and stuff, I that's really important for the craft.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, let's see. Davina Duckworth, Late Bloomer turned out really well.
Oh, thank you very
Thank you.
much. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're not even at my favorite episode yet.
Oh,
So this was the first thing we ever filmed.
day one.
And Holly, bless her heart, she didn't have a car and she lived an hour away, and she told me that a couple days before. She's like, "Oh, is it bad that I don't have a car?" And I'm like, "Well, can you get to set?" And she's like, "Well, I'll ask. What time do I have to be there?" And I'm like, "Well, we shot this in the morning, even though in the script it's like afternoon, but we needed low light."
Mhm.
And so I was like, "You have to be there, I believe, at 8 because we need to start filming
at least.
And so she's like, "Oh, that's too early for me to get a car." So I had to drive down to get her. And then on my way down is when I got the message from my friend that I'm dropping out, first day filming. And then so I'm driving back. We shoot this film. This was, I believe, the last take.
Yeah. This was the last
because you can see, and we probably did it like 7 to 9 times because we had to get used because Sawyer was on the gimbal.
There's a lot of holes in that grass.
Yeah. It was tough, and we were running. The light was
starting to peek over the trees,
and you get it right. You get me right at the end.
Yep.
And we were so bummed, but it was the best take, and it looked really it looked great with like camera movement and a great shot on Holly. And so we were like, it's okay. Like, even though it's blown out a little bit, I care more about the story. And it made her look really good and cute and stuff. But that was the only time. So Holly, we shot all the office stuff. Like this was the first day of filming, and that was the only thing we shot of Holly. And then all the rest of her scenes were on that second day. So it was so much of her on that day. But, and it was funny. I wanted her to write that, but she was so nervous. And so I wrote it out, and I was trying to make it.
You made it very pretty.
All right, cool.
I mean, how many days was the project?
We filmed it all of the month of October. We probably didn't film it more than like 15, 16 days though, I would say.
Yeah.
So it was kind of spread out. This was right after I gotten food poisoning. So you actually see in my face how much thinner I am. This was the only cold day for Rowan, and I felt bad because
it's wet. She's in
leotard. She was she's cold and jumping and
wearing very thin ballet slippers. She was a trooper there.
Yeah. And this song that's in this, I had written this with a couple friends, just like it was kind of off the cuff. I was hanging at their house, and later on I was like, I feel like this would be a really good thing for the credits. So I paid them a little
there you go,
licensing fee and stuff, and they were really cool about it. So
all right.
Yeah. So this was the gym we ended up filming in, and I thought we were going to film this segment at the very end so I would have time to train. And then when that thing fell through, this place was like, "All right, you can come in on Monday." And that was less than a week later. It was about a week later or less than a week. And I only could go into the open gym on the Friday to train. I couldn't go in any other day. So that meant I had to learn certain moves on the Friday and then film it for the first time on a Monday. So the round off back handspring I had learned 2 days prior. It was kind of nuts.
Yeah. And with no one spotting you either.
Yeah, and it was wild. So I also told Sawyer, I said, for this, let's take a different approach. I want you to shoot this montage bit like a documentary. And it's funny, and there's like little kids and parents like running around or being loud.
Yeah, all behind the camera.
Yeah, and this was me actually warming up, about to do all these moves. So this is kind of the the Dirty Dancing song, or no, not Dirty Dancing, Flash Dance. What a feeling, dun, 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 dun. This kind of when he breaks into that, I was like, I wanted that kind of moment. So.
All right, we have a question from Kenneth Marchand. Did you change some parts of the script, or did you film all of it?
Oh, great question. The first draft of the script, we changed a whole lot. The second draft, because what I'll do is after writing the script, I will storyboard everything, because I want to give Sawyer the exact shot lists. I don't like being on set not knowing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And it makes his job easier.
Yeah, very appreciative.
And because
he's a great director and writer.
We've both been editors, so I film it to the edit. I think Kevin Smith does that as well. So we film it very much to the edit. But this one was, I had like shots in the script, but this one was probably the most flexible because we shot it documentary style. But the Dream Ballet in the next episode, that was so specific. We actually have the shot list with the music, with the drawings I did, and that one matches pretty close.
Yeah.
Because especially if you only have 2 people doing it and you don't want to waste anyone's time. You just want to be really specific. That's actually our dad's. And so
I totally believe that.
Yeah, that's our dad's. And I was like, we got to put this in. And that's a little nod to Napoleon Dynamite with the putting in that and pressing it.
I haven't seen one of those in a very long time.
Yeah, he has he's a carpenter, so he has like that in his workshop, and I was like, I gotta use this.
I always like to look at that thing.
Yeah, so this was a lot, but this was fun. It was a great challenge. So
are you saying you learned to do the flips, or you already knew how to do it at this point?
The moves I knew how to, like, I felt comfortable doing a back handspring, and front flip, back flip. But what I learned specifically for this was the back flip off the wall and the round off back tuck. I learned specifically for this because I was like, this move I learned for it. And
that's the Donald O'Connor move.
Yep, and that was a Singing in the Rain reference and all that. So I have a lot of, and even like episode 4, that's a nod to the Red Shoes, Billy Elliot. Like there's a lot of what's his name? Gene Nelson. This is a nod to Gene Nelson when he does like a dance in a gymnasium and stuff too. That just a lot of old movies. So
yeah, here we go. Brock Samsonite. That's more than I could do. My shoulder doesn't stay together anymore.
Oh my goodness. Ultimates. So she only had 2 days of filming, and then I'm like, oh, I forgot in the script you have this little cameo. I'm like, if you don't want to do it, it's fine. But she was so down because she thought it was funny, and I'm so glad she did. And she ended up being a production assistant while Sawyer was filming. She actually was helping us out with the music. This is outside of that dance studio, but we were like, all right, we'll have it be outside the gymnastics place. But oh man. Yeah.
Was that some rotoscoping, or did you
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sawyer You can talk about that.
Yeah, we had for the Dream Ballet episode, the next episode, we had a little kid, and we just used the kid that day of shooting for references for later, and so he was walking somewhere else completely, and we just pieced together those shots.
What are you using for that to animate and then to?
I used the app on an iPad called Procreate Dream, and they have a great selection. I like it also because it's not a subscription service; it's just a pay, and you can use the program.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that wide shot that we just saw.
Oh
yeah, that's one of my. I really liked that. It was funny filming this. You can kind of see either like people running in the background or cars coming, and
I'm kind of impressed. It's like very expressive for just a scribbly character.
Oh, just you wait. Episode 4 gets that. I mean, it's so funny. Episode 4 is my favorite one. I think it's the most impressive, but it's one of my most least viewed videos on YouTube. So I hope more people see it because it's really near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we shot it slow-mo. So would it be like 48?
Yeah.
Was it 48 frames or something?
Yeah. And then I also love the soundscape that you did for this part.
Thank you. Yeah, the music music's one of my favorite things to do, and this was the most challenging with the music because I was doing too much, and I realized I had to just like strip away and just let the story be, like just accompany it. Don't but it was fun. I actually, what's funny is there's no words spoken in this episode except Mama Z saying, "Did I miss something?" That's the only line spoken. And this credit music is probably my favorite. I really loved doing this with the strings.
Oh, this was the quick episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the last 3 are pretty short, I think. Yeah. Compared to the first. Yeah, the first 2 are the longest.
All right. Here we go. Episode 4.
There we go. Yeah, it was interesting. I always wanted to write dance to Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake, specifically the finale, because the finale has different musical things that's not in the other movements. And it's my favorite piece of music. And I was like, no, I'll save that for later when, if I have funding for something. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I ever get the chance to do it. And so I worked with getting a music license, and it took a long time, but they were totally cool and paid the fee. And I was really grateful because then I didn't have to write the music for it. It was Tchaikovsky. I was like, well, I'm not going to write anything better than Tchaikovsky. And so funny enough, my friend Paige was actually going to be the ballet dancer, but she ended up getting busy with work. And so Rowan, I had seen her perform before, and I just reached out to her on Instagram, and we met up, and I pitched the whole thing. I had all the visuals and the drawings, and I pitched her the storyboard. Thankfully, I had it all edited. And she was like, I'm so down. And she's like, I'm tired of playing a princess on stage. So, but yeah, and Sawyer did all that animation on her eyes throughout that. It was funny pitching it to her because I was like, you're never going to see your face. Like, you're never going to see your eyes. I hope you're okay. And she was so down. This was hard to do too, because it was very important that I wanted to do it in one take. Or like with minimal cuts, especially as a nod to Golden Age, but ballets. But man, dancing on squishy, wet grass was tough. And especially doing it with a professional ballet dancer, but she was very kind and patient with me.
Was it tough finding this location? I would imagine.
It was. We wanted to do it kind of above. So this is where it gets pretty nice. So Sawyer, I'm very impressed with Sawyer's work on this, and this probably took the longest of the entire thing.
This sequence definitely took the longest,
but just all hand animated, and but we shot all this dance stuff in one day, and then we shot some other stuff later, kind of like ending shots the next day, but all the dance stuff we shot in one day. And I do not recommend rolling down a hill. It was so painful, and I got so sick.
Yeah, and I imagine getting the pacing right for it as well.
Tchaikovsky, yes, the music's in the domain, but the recordings are not.
Yeah.
So I had to pay the licensing fee for a specific recording that I wanted.
Yeah, I wanted muting it just so. I think we all know tryouts. Yeah. So we're just playing it in our head at the moment.
Sawyer, I love the character Sawyer put into that hand, and
and
a lot of people that watch this, especially people in therapy, or like therapists and child therapists, they getting feedback from them was great about what all this stuff represents and everything, and so that was fun. This was actually Rowan teaches at this studio, and so before we went to the park, we filmed this sequence because it was really important. I wanted her on point shoes at one time, and so that's where we just snuck that. I love that when you hit me in the face with them. So
you're very good at acting to nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, this took so long.
Yeah. Just to get the right thickness and weight of the. We didn't want it to look too flimsy, but also not too distracting. Wanted it to complement the performances, especially dancing.
And also, we're filming all of this without the animation, so trying to pitch people like what it's going to look like, and trying to convince them. Oh man, it is so hard, but I'm like, you gotta trust us. Like, it will look good.
Trust me, something cool is gonna look here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Davina Duckworth says it's like the Twin Peaks of dance.
Yeah. I love this little sequence. It was a lot of fun. And
now, is your whole family professionals in dance, or is it?
I wouldn't say that. I mean, our younger sister danced at Ballet Chicago. We're very exposed to the dance world.
Yeah.
So,
the arts.
Yeah, a very, very creative family for sure. Very artist. So school was hard for us, but but yeah. Loved this. And then you had the slow-mo, and I initially didn't have a blue shirt. It was only going to be her in red, but
yeah, no, that was a good choice.
I really ended up liking it. But yeah, so then this was the second day of filming. The rest of this we filmed on the second day because we had finished all of Rowan's stuff. And that was our neighbor, Amelia. I love this animation too. It's just very simple but impactful.
Yeah, nice little drone shot there too.
It was almost a shame to cover up the kid because he was really funny.
Very cute.
Very cute and fun to work with.
Oh. It's like a magic trick. Yeah.
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 So he was actually there for that shot.
Yeah, this was always in the script as well. Like the monologue scene, the dream ballet, the victorious dance, but also him walking off with his 6-year-old self. That was always going to be in there in some way. So yeah, that was so cool seeing that in the theater, and the whole crowd just like erupted and clapped as they were walking off. And that, man, that was such an amazing feeling, because we
That
had
meant a lot.
we finished editing like 20 hours prior, brought it to the theater to like, and it was wild. And then you have no idea how it's going to be received. So and technically we don't need episode 5. I just really like closure with other stuff, because climactically, narrative, story-wise, you could end it at episode 4. But I thought the stuff he was dealing with eternally, now we could address the things in his other life with work and family and possible other relationships. So
All right. Well, we have another question. Kenneth Marchand wants to know, how did you organize your crew? Was it many or few people in the team?
very few people. If we had one sound guy, Mark, and then Christine would fill in if he couldn't make it. But we tried to film it in a way if we didn't need sound. So the most people we had on set, I think, was like 4 or 5, because your fiance Lydia and our friend Kiana helped us at the ballet, and then Sawyer and I. So yeah, it was always no more than like 4 or 5. But like this scene, it's just Sawyer and the sound person, which was Christine that day. So it was just 4 of us. Kept it really small, and what helps with the small crews is you prep everything so well prior. Like everyone's schedules, what exactly we're filming. And I don't like to take a lot of takes either, because if you work with good actors and stuff, it's like it's either there or it's not. And I don't like to do a lot of takes. And so I would rather like move on. Like I know like Spielberg had a thing with Matt Damon where he's like, oh, I can do it better. And he's like, oh, we can spend hours and make it 10% better, or we can move on to the next shot, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. Someone, it was, I'm trying to remember, someone, was it great is the enemy of good? Or something like that. Maybe I got that
That's a good
wrong.
line.
Oh, nice.
I like that.
Yeah. I know. I have to note. It sounds pretty good considering you're outside and sound like there's a breeze going through.
Yeah. The really good sound stuff. Like, yeah, I recommend hiring a good sound person. So we have like lavs on each of us. There's also a boom, and there's so. And that took a lot of pressure off of us and Sawyer, so he can just focus on the shot. Just have a good team. So these animations I actually did, and I can't remember the program I used, but I had these on my Instagram, and I had animated with some people that I grew up dancing with.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so I was like, oh, I want to include those, because I want him to like, oh, he's been inspired with work. So I like, you want all the boxes checked with like, oh, his work life, his coach life, his his personal life, and then possibly future relationship stuff.
You talk a little bit about how well the series was received. I think you won a couple awards.
Yeah, we won best web series, best choreography, and best visual effects for Sawyer at the Honoros Film Festival a couple months ago, and then we won best web series at the Red Movie Awards in France. So we're actually invited there for the ceremony next year. So we have to check our schedules if we can even attend. And then we hear back from another festival in New York in about 1 to 2 weeks, but it's been received very well. Really grateful. I love this shot with the sun, and those drone shots that Sawyer did were just super impressive. It was tough. Like you have about 20 minutes to get these sunset shots. But
Brock Samson wants to know, is there a specific reason to write this in an episodic format as opposed to a movie? Or are you maybe filming episodes to make it into a movie?
I love writing episodically. I just love that shot. Sawyer did a lovely job with the color on that. So I love writing episodically because I love endings. I love endings very much. And there were so many endings in this that I had in my mind that I just wanted to do that. Plus, since it's 5 episodes, I wanted it to write it as like the 5 stages of grief. And I wanted to challenge myself by writing in like a 5-act structure, kind of like with Shakespeare. And I hadn't done that before. So that was the reasoning behind it.
Yeah. Well, hey, a lot of hard work put into this.
Thank you.
And it
very
pays
much.
off, definitely.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Any other questions?
Yeah. Any other questions we have here? Let's see. Davina Duckworth says, congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see. Oh, and Triumph the Insult Comic Dog is up next.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Now you know what's on my. Oh, this is on the Film Threat page.
Oh, nice.
But let's see. Let's spotlight your channel at least. So Owen Squire Smith, add to Owen Squire Smith. You can watch the full series without our commentary over it.
Yeah, and if you actually go to playlists, you can also. We had done another web series about a tune, which is about like 2 brothers who start a band and they're not very good. But I really like that one. And then Brothers Keepers probably my most popular, which is about our older brother actually, who he has Down syndrome, and that's a pretty popular film of ours.
Kenneth Marchand asks also, are you doing the series to a movie now? Yeah, well, I mean, let's talk about what is you're on the festival tour with this. Is there more to Late Bloomer and what are you working on next?
Yeah, I thought about it like, if people were interested in expanding it, like would I just do it again, and would I do like the full 2 seasons with the other characters? But honestly, right now I'm pretty satisfied with that work because it was super hard, and it was also good to get it done before Sawyer got married, and because we had work, like other work stuff, so we haven't been able to hang out as much. But I have some other ideas I want to work on next that I think are a little more artistically satisfying right now. And I've been teaching, and now I'm about to go to New York for Off-Broadway. So, I'm working on a one-man play right now about Dick Van Dyke. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I made a video about a Dick Van Dyke tribute, and he saw it and gave me a call and threatened to have me killed. So I've written a one-man play called Dick Van Dyke Wants Me Dead, and that's we're kind of seeing where does that go right now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm working on right now.
You're in a long line of tall dancers. I mean, Tommy Tune and
yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate you doing this with us.
Appreciate you guys. I appreciate what you guys do as Film Threat, and thanks for creating the space for this. And just keep making movies and stuff. Tell your stories. Yeah. It's possible to make this stuff. It just is hard.
Yeah. But let's see. Sawyer, anything you want to say about? I mean, watching it again for the
kind of nailed it, but it was just I don't know. It's fun to have something you're proud of and watching it, to watch it and just be like, yeah. And it's a very nice experience to work on something like that, and to work with such a great team, a great director, writer, like in the context of the story, but also in the context of the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to just have people on top of schedules, to have a boss that is on top of it. It's great. It's a very something I don't want to take for granted.
Yeah, well, thank you. We worked with a lot of directors and producers as like editors and stuff, and man, when people don't have like a clear vision or plan, that probably helped us be like, no, it's going to be very clear and clean what we're going to do. We're not going to waste anyone's time. And so, like, even if we got done early, we let actors go and stuff. So, because we were very conscientious about that, even if we had to shoot things out of order. But
yeah,
I was just also just super proud of Sawyer's work on that, because the animation's tough, and you know, we were just in our parents' basement trying to put this together, just like, oh gosh.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's real easy to make it look cheesy and hokey, and yeah, well done. All right, well, thanks a lot, Owen. Thanks a lot, Sawyer, for joining us. Go to Owen Squire Smith on YouTube, and you can watch the full series. Broxham says thank you for sharing your work with us.
Thank you.
Congratulations on getting this done and getting recognition for it, which is, I mean, ultimately that's the end goal for any filmmaker. It's just make the movie and get it done, get it out there. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, and Davina Duckworth says special thanks to your dad's boombox.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well, with that, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being part of this. Again, check out the full series without our commentary behind it. And with that, let's get out of here.